Welcome to another lecture on industrial engineering. Today we will discuss about facility location. So, let us begin with an example. Suppose this Apple company, okay, want to start a manufacturing plant for manufacturing iPhones. It wants to find the best location for its manufacturing facility. Currently, the manufacturing facilities are located in China, and now it is slowly expanding into India. Okay, why did it select China and India as its manufacturing facility and not somewhere in Europe? So let us see. In order to understand that, let us look at what exactly is a manufacturing unit. A manufacturing unit is the place where all inputs such as raw material, equipment, skilled laborers, etc. come together and manufacture products for the customers. For Apple, this is the case of it is manufacturing iPhone, and for which it needs various raw materials and also workers. So this manufacturing facility can be fertilizer, steel, cement, rice milling plants, textile, jute, sugar mills, rubber factories, breweries, etc. These are different types of manufacturing units. And for each of these manufacturing unit, we need to find the correct facility to locate the manufacturing facility. So, and see, this also include banks, hospitals, blood banks, fire station, police station, warehouse, etc. Okay. So, the most important factor, critical factor determining the success of manufacturing unit is the location. So, an ideal location is one where the cost of the product is kept to minimum with a large market share with the least risk and maximum social gain. Now, let us understand why Apple has chosen India and China. You can see that in India and China, they can avail the workforce at a very low cost. So the salary and the wages are very low compared in India compared to any other European countries. So that means they can manufacture the product at a very low cost. And also, you can. It is easy to ship. It has got if it has got good connectivity, you can easily ship the product from one area from India to any other part of the world. Right. Okay. So let us now discuss how we are. What is the process for to determine the best geographical site for a firm's operation, service, or production facility? See, facility location decisions are strategic, long term, and non repetitive in nature. What do you mean by that? So, whenever you decide to find or whenever you find a location for a manufacturing facility, these are strategic decisions taken by the top level officers or the directors of the company, because once you place a manufacturing facility, build a manufacturing facility in a particular place, then it is not easy to change from one area to another area. So that means this is a long term decision, and this is non repetitive. You cannot make the decision again and again. That is why this is very crucial. And without sound location planning in the beginning, the new facility may pose continuous operating disadvantage for the future. One such example is that Tata decided to put up its manufacturing plant first in Bengal, but subsequently they faced stiff opposition from the political groups there, and they were forced to shift that location back to Gujarat. Okay, this is one example because Tata did not anticipate that kind of a opposition from the political groups in Bengal, so they had to change it, and during that process they incurred significant loss. And another example is the steel plants. You can see that steel plants mainly located in Bihar, Bengal, Orissa belt, etc., where the raw material is nearby, and they can easily ship the finished products to any other part of the country. So it is economical to transport the finished product rather than the raw material. If you are placing the plant somewhere in Delhi or Gurgaon, they need to transport the raw material, that is iron ore, to that area which is very difficult and not economical. So, location planning deals with determining the optimal location of one or more facilities to serve a set of customers. So, this type of problem arises in many areas such as location of facility, storage facility, etc. And planning may involve finding the best site for the plant, which is termed as the plant location. So you can imagine this like in a different way. Suppose you want to construct, you want to make a house for your own. So you will select an area. You will first you need to find an area where you can build your new house. You can search for the states. Even you can look for countries, and then you can look for the states, suppose, and then you can pinpoint a state, and you can then pinpoint a location area in that state where you can place the house. And then you can see that sometimes you can build house in city in the middle of a city, or you can look for some suburban areas, or sometimes in villages also. So it depends upon you, okay, where you're going to build your house. Similarly, for a company, when it is looking for a location to place its manufacturing facilities, it has got several criterions like availability of raw materials, skilled labor, market share, community attitude, etc. And then this facility location is not limited to finding the specific location for placing your manufacturing facility, but it also involves the location of each piece of machinery and in a particular area of the facility. Suppose you have found out a solution and you are erecting a plant there, and then you need to find out the area where you need to keep the machines, where can you keep the office, and where can you keep the warehouse, etc. That also comes under the concept of facility planning, which is called facility layout, which we will discuss in detail in later lectures. So when does a facility location decision arise? It may arise when a new facility is to be located. In some cases, a poor site restricts the facility or plant operations in subsequent expansion, thereby necessitating setting up a facility of a new site. Okay, so one case is when you need a new facility, and sometimes you may change the location of the existing facility. Then also you need to find the search for a facility. And also the growing volume of business makes it advisable to establish additional facilities in new factories. For example, take the case of Ola. So it had its manufacturing facility in different parts of the country, and once its business volume grew, they wanted to set up new factories in different parts of the world, different parts of India, to cater to the new customers. And then new economic, social, legal, political factors could also suggest a change of location of the existing plant. I've already given the example of Apple. Now they are shifting the manufacturing of iPhone from China to India. This is an example of it may be due to the political factors and also the rising wages in China. This also forces the companies to find a new location for its manufacturing facility. So what are the factors affecting the facility location? So location studies are normally in two phases: the general territory selection phase and exact selection phase. Just like we build a house, first we search for a state, and then we search for a district or area, and then in district we will try to pinpoint the exact location where we need to build the house. Just like you can compare that to the manufacturing facility. So now let us see what are the different factors which affect the facility location. The important factors to be considered for the selection of territory and subsequent selection of factory site are: first one, proximity to the market. So this is one classic example. Whenever you manufacture product, these product need to be sent to the customer. So the customers or the market should be there. And then availability of raw materials. We have seen the examples of steel companies situated or in Bihar or Orissa belt, because the raw material is easily available, that is iron ore. And then it should have sufficient transportation facilities. That is why initially most of the manufacturing of the world was put up in China, because it had excellent logistic and transportation facilities. okay, compared to any other nation, like India. Okay, now India is also building that kind of an infrastructure facilities and transportation facilities. So now the companies are trying to set up the manufacturing plants in India also. Then climate is also another factor. You can see that most of the IT companies are in Bangalore. Most of the techies prefer a good climate, and also for textile companies, they need areas where you have high humidity zones. You can see that most of the textile manufacturing plants of the world are located near Bangladesh, Vietnam, etc. They need a high humidity zones, and it depends upon the site size also. That means, I say, if it is a manufacturing client is very big or massive, then you need to select an area where the land is comparably available cheap, and also where there is large tracts of land. For example, in India, take the case of Kerala. Kerala does not offer that kind of a land for the industries, but any other states like Telangana, etc., they have huge tracts of land easily available at a low cost. And then community attitude is very important. If there is, sometimes there may be a problem of militant unions which may disrupt and hamper the progress of the company. So that is also another factor for selecting the facility location. And then you have the laws and taxation. So if the companies are taxed very heavily, then it is a deterrent for the companies to set up the plant there. And also then you have the ecology and pollution issues. So let us see what are the requirements governing the choice of plant in a city location. So the choice of plant or a facility to be located in a city location include availability of adequate supply of labor force. So if the plant is located in a city location, that means the labor force is easily available. There will be skilled labor available in the city, and that is high proportion of skilled employees, and small plant size of multi-floor, good communication facilities, banking and healthcare delivery system. These are all available in city, which is not available in the rural areas. Okay, but you cannot have a big plant facilities because the land is very costly, and you can set up only either a small plant size or multi-floor, uh, multi-storied building. Okay, in city you can easily avail the banking and healthcare service also. Then you can here you can have rapid contact with customer supplies. For example, you can see most of the banks are situated in Singapore. This is one area because it offers a perfect climate. All these good factors are available for the banks like HSBC, um, JP Morgan, etc. These banking firms mainly located in the high in the main cities. And then requirements governing the choice of plant in a country location. So the factors affecting the choice of a plant or a location to be located in a country include large plant site. So of course you need a large plant site. Then you need to get land at a cheap cost, and lesser effort for anti-pollution measures. Okay, so you need not put up a lot of measures to reduce the pollution compared to the city. And then you have lower taxes there, and unskilled force requirement, and low wages. Okay, these are the important factors that govern the choice of a plant in a country location. So now let us discuss about the process of selecting a facility location. So first we need to decide the criteria for evaluation of location alternatives. Then you will find the location alternatives, and then we will evaluate the alternatives, etc.